What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikiPikaPapa, and today we're going to be talking about a handful of Pokemon products that I think have this really cool combination of current price point, plus a certain degree of demand, and an availability. I mean, some of these products we're going to be talking about are still available at MSRP on different respective sites. So I think it has a unique combination of those three things that might give them the opportunity to be a good investment in the long run. And I always say, hey, listen, take everything with a degree of caution. This is the Pokemon space. None of us know what the future is going to hold. None of us have a crystal ball. But you know what I like to do is I like to do a ton of research on this channel to give me some idea of, can I take lessons from the past? Can I apply them to the present? Give me some idea of what might happen in the future. And I'm really excited to talk through these baskets of products today because I think we have some really cool opportunities here. And one of the things I consider too, because I have a finite amount of Poké dollars that I can spend, I'm sure you have the exact same. Most of us don't have unlimited funds, and when it comes to making investment decisions month after month, I have to figure out, okay, what do I need to buy right now? Or what do I think I should buy right now because the window of opportunity is closing? You know, I think there are some great products in the Scarlet and Violet space right now that are going to be good long-term investments, but I think some of those products have a longer window of opportunity. I think some of those booster boxes, you know, at their current price point, I think they're going to be available at those current price points for a little while longer. So what I'm trying to identify when I look at this month by month is, okay, which of these products have a closing window of opportunity? It doesn't mean that they're going to sell out tomorrow. It doesn't mean that the price is going to spike overnight or even over the next couple months. But for me, it just tells me that the previous history, like all the learnings that I've put together, tells me that the product either isn't going to stay at that current price much longer, or it's not going to stay in stock much longer, or anything like that. And my spidey senses go up and they're like, okay, listen, PikiPikaPapa, if you want to get this product at this price, the window of opportunity is closing, so now might be the time. And that's what we're talking about today. Obviously, you can see one of the very first products I have on the screen right here is Brilliant Stars booster boxes. And when you think about that, you think about the Sword and Shield era. Okay, obviously you've got Evolving Skies. That's the #1 set. But outside of that, you kind of have these other four that make up, I don't know, the top tier besides Evolving Skies, right? You've got Brilliant Stars, you've got Lost Origin, you've got Fusion Strike, you've got Chilling Reign. You know, after that, I think you've got Astral Radiance, which is a great set. You know, there's just a lot of great sets in Sword and Shield. But these, to me, outside of Evolving Skies, are kind of the top four after that. And when you look at the three sets down below, you see Lost Origin, market price is already at $240. You got Fusion Strike, market price is at $270. You got Chilling Reign, market price is at $231. And then you have Brilliant Stars. You know, the booster box market price right now is sub $200. It's at $190. And I know a lot of people watching this channel, we've been doing this for a long time, so maybe a lot of us were able to pick this up at below MSRP or at MSRP, but there's also a lot of people who didn't, and people who want exposure to the Sword and Shield era. And when you think about it, I mean, this is the set that has the best regular series Charizard in it, right? And you think about it, it's got Umbreon in there, right? It's got Sylveon in there. It's got an awesome alt art of Arceus in there. And when you look at the prices of all of those cards, they're much lower than where I think they'll be in the future. I think that those singles cards have the opportunity to grow, even though that Rainbow Charizard, I don't think that's going to get a lot of love in the future. But I think they have the opportunity for some price appreciation. And when you think about all of that combined into a sealed product like this, which really is from one of the best generations. I mean, Sword and Shield, I know I love Scarlet and Violet. I think Scarlet and Violet's given Sword and Shield a run for its money, but there was a lot of intangibles in Sword and Shield too. It went through the pandemic pump. It went through all these wild price fluctuations, you know, so the alt arts are absolutely fire. Trainer galleries were well received. You know, there's just a lot going on in the Sword and Shield era to like. And I do think that because it brought so many people back into the hobby during that era, even though some of them have left, when you think 5, 10, 15 years from now, some of those people who left are going to come back in, and the thing that's going to be top of mind for them is going to be Sword and Shield products. And so I think items like this had the opportunity to do really well. And the other thing that I thought was interesting to compare was I also went ahead and looked at Sun and Moon booster boxes, which, you know, I keep all kinds of information on Sun and Moon and XY and all that behind the scenes. And this is not meant to imply that these four booster boxes from Sword and Shield are going to follow the exact same price point as these four from Sun and Moon, right? Because I think that there's obviously far fewer of these that were produced in the Sun and Moon era, and I think there's far fewer of these that were kept sealed. So obviously you have some rarity, which is going to drive the prices up, and you've got some awesome cards in here. But when you look at it, Sun and Moon shows, I pulled Team Up out, right? Sun and Moon shows that you can have four very, very nice, very, very high dollar booster boxes in there. Cosmic Eclipse is over $1,000 now, and then you got Unified and Unbroken, which are both over $700. Then you got Lost Thunder, which is kind of nipping at the heels there at $700. And when you think about Lost Thunder, again, this is more of a rarity play than anything, but Lost Thunder doesn't have a huge chase card in it. It's got that Rainbow Lugia at the very top. And then the other booster box behind that is Ultra Prism, right? And Ultra Prism, that's a set that's driven by pretty much trainers. And if you look at the Ultra Prism booster box, it's only a couple dollars below the Lost Thunder one, coming in at like 680 bucks. So all I'm saying is this, Sun and Moon has shown us that there can be multiple booster boxes at a very high value. And when you think about this one, you're getting probably one of the top 5, top 6 booster boxes in the Sword and Shield era at a sub $200 price compared to all the other ones that are up there. I think it's got a $40, $50 swing in it in a relatively approachable amount of time. And when you think about that on a $100, $190 booster box, right? Like from an overall percent gain, I think that's really approachable and you can't go wrong with it. If you're a long-term buy and hold and you don't have any of these in your collection, I think it's going to do really well in the long run. Now, with that being said, listen, we got 4 more products to look at. We do a ton of data dives. If you are finding this entertaining, I would love it if you want to see more, if you hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. And if you got questions or comments, drop them down below. I'm a small channel, so I always got to give my selfish plug because I really enjoy doing this and I really enjoy sharing it with you. So with that out of the way, let's start looking at the next products. And the next one on here, talk about window of opportunity closing. So Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes have finally sold out on the Pokemon Center. And I think it's so funny because I say finally. Listen, it's been 6 months. That's how long it took for this to sell out. And however, Brilliant Stars Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes from Sword and Shield just sold out basically on the exact same day. Now, those 2 products are very different. I think the supply of the Scarlet and Violet era Elite Trainer boxes on the Pokemon Center are much smaller. These have stamped promos in it. There's a lot that I think make these a premium product versus the Sword and Shield era ones. But again, like what a world we live in when I'm sitting here and I'm like, finally after 6 months, this product sold out. So this product sold out, and traditionally, we don't see them come back in stock. And if you look at the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes that I have down below, all of these are out of stock, right? And you can see the price for all of these is really, it's a high price point. You know, these are going to be a premium product. These are going to be highly sought after. You know, some are higher than others. You know, you got Obsidian Flames. You have a great stamped promo in there. You got Paldea Evolved, same thing. Great set, great stamped promo. Surging Sparks is what it is, 151. But even some of the lower tier, like Temporal Forces, you got Scarlet and Violet base set down there. I mean, that's up at $100. And the only reason I wanted to highlight this is because Twilight Masquerade is going to be a great set. How great, where it's going to stack rank, we don't know because we don't know the final sets coming out in Scarlet and Violet, but I think we can all safely assume Twilight Masquerade is going to be one of the better sets. And when you think about where this product is going to be in the long run, exclusive, stamp promo, obviously this product overall across all the different sets has shown a lot of just excitement and a lot of engagement from the hobby. This will probably be one of the last opportunities to get this box sub $100. And I do think that further on, when we get through the Scarlet and Violet era, and Scarlet and Violet era comes to an end, and the next generation, whatever that is, comes to be, then I think we're really going to see a lot of these spike up, especially when Twilight Masquerade, whenever that might be, when those booster boxes start selling out everywhere, right? And then you have to only buy them on the secondary market. Watch this thing pop. So you see it's already started to grow in price there on the far right, but I am saying this, I think the window of opportunity to get this sub $100 is slamming shut very quickly. Next product we're going to talk about right here is another one. And window of opportunity, I mean, let's be honest here. Listen, Silver Tempest in November just hit 2 years old, okay? And we're talking about Sword and Shield products here while we're entering year 3 of Scarlet and Violet. It is absolutely wild. And I will tell you this is still available on the Pokemon Center here in the US. And I talked about it a couple of months ago. And in my mind, just that clock is ticking. We all know 2 years seems to be that magic number for a lot of these Pokemon products. So if you want this, it's got alt arts in it. It's got great cards in it. This is probably your last opportunity to buy it at MSRP. Now, I did highlight the top 10 singles cards down below, and you can see you got the Lugia, you got the Rayquaza, you got another Lugia, right? You got all of these cards on here, and the cards are very nice. I like them, but it's going to be interesting to see if these cards can gain value, because as you see, there's not a whole lot of oomph behind them once you get after the Lugia. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but I do think that these Silver Tempest booster boxes at MSRP at this point in the life cycle, it's just shooting fish in a barrel. You know, the market price on this is $171, so you're actually buying it at a discount to what the market price is if you have access to the Pokemon Center here in the US where it's in stock. Next one right here, I talked about this when I did my State of the Hobby video, but I just have to continue to hammer it home because I would not be doing myself justice and I would not be being truthful if I didn't say that this is on my list each and every day. So the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs from Prismatic Evolutions, I check at all strange hours of the day to see if they come back in stock. Talk about a closing window of opportunity. As soon as these come back in stock, I guarantee they will sell out almost instantly. I was very fortunate in the first go around. I was able to secure a couple cases of it, so very, very thankful with that. I still love that surprise box. I talked about it again. I think those stamp promos in there, we've seen so many products with stamp promos in there do really well. And the fact that you don't know which of the stamp promos you're going to get in there, I think one of these stamp promos is going to end up commanding a pretty big premium. It might be the Umbreon, it could be the Sylveon. You know, we see some of those too. The Vaporeon sometimes can spike up. So it might be 1, 2, or maybe even 3 of these cards that command a pretty high premium. And then you're not going to know which one you get out of the box. And I think that's going to have a cool opportunity. And then the 2-pack blister. I know it's a weird thing to call out, but listen, that 2-pack blister with that stamped Eevee on there, which is the Pokemon Day stamped promo, I think that is going to do well in the long run. And I'm talking very long run, right? When you look at the Evolving Skies 3-pack blister that has that Black Star Umbreon in it, I mean, that's an $80 pack right now for that. It could be even more. I haven't looked in about a month and a half, but last I saw, it was going for about 80 bucks. And when you think about Prismatic Evolutions, it's going to be a great set. I think it's going to be one of the biggest chase sets from the Scarlet and Violet era. You have Eevee on the promo, which that alone would be enough to set this off. Then you got the fact that it's the Pokemon stamp on top of it. I think this product, again, it's going to be a much slower burn. It's going to be a much longer tail in order for you to see, you know, any big gains out of this. But I do think this product is going to be doing really well. So I've got my eye on all 3 of these. If I can buy them at MSRP anywhere, I promise you that I will be pulling the trigger on them because I think the window of opportunity on this slams shut almost immediately. And I just want them. I will buy every single one of them that I can. Literally, I will do whatever it takes to buy them. Well, within reason, I'll do whatever I can to buy these because I think they're going to be great products. Next one, and finally on the list, okay, is that Crown Zenith Sea and Sky Premium Collection box. And this is still in stock at Sam's. At least this is my local Sam's. You can still buy it for $39.98. And there are 14 packs of Crown Zenith in here. Now, when we talk about the window of opportunity closing, it'd be hard for me to imagine Crown Zenith coming out with another new product after this one. Maybe they will, who knows? But in my mind, I'm kind of thinking that this might be the swan song for Crown Zenith. This might be the last opportunity. And if you're like me and you've had the opportunity to rip Crown Zenith, you know how much fun it is. This is a product, I think it was ripped in huge quantities, right? When we talk about the overall grading numbers, this has been one of the highest graded sets, but also one of the things that makes it so special is it has so many awesome cards in it. I mean, look at this, the top 5 cards, which I'm showing you down below. The top 5 cards, I mean, all of these are over $50. You will be hard pressed to find another set, specialty or otherwise, in the Sword and Shield era that has the top 5 cards over $50. And these cards have withstood all of the grading, all of the ripping, all of the Crown Zenith never seems to go away. They just seem to endure. And for me, that is a very good thing because eventually Crown Zenith will go away. And having 14 of those packs sealed in this box, I mean, go look over the history. Look at any sealed product that has greater than 10 or 12 packs in it. They just have such a strong track record of performance. And then you add it to the fact that this is coming from Crown Zenith, which is such an incredible set. Again, for $40, I think it's one of the best spends of $40 you could possibly have out there. Whether you keep it and hold it, whether you buy it and rip it, it's a ton of fun to rip with kids. Whatever you do with it, I still think this is a great buy, and I certainly think it's a great investment opportunity. Now, the boxes, I'm going to tell you right now, the boxes are massive. I have 8 of them sitting in my closet right now. I'm telling you, they take up a ton of space. So if space is an issue, you could always buy this, rip it, and just set the packs aside. Now, the packs, you know, there's always going to be a sealed premium to having it in a box. But again, the price per pack on this is so low. If you just wanted to kind of cut down on the overall space and still get some awesome Crown Zenith packs and hold them for the long run at a great price per pack, this is going to be a great bet for you. So that's it. Those are all the ones we're looking at this month. I would love to hear what you think in the comments down below. Are my picks trash? Did I miss some easy ones? What do you think? If you made it to the end and you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. And if you got questions or comments, drop them down below. I appreciate you more than you can say. I hope you have an epic one. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.